Hey guys. So if you're looking to get a Valentine one and you're looking online and you can see, you can buy a brand new one from the factory. If you look online, there's also some used ones you can buy. What makes more sense? Should you get a used one and save a little bit of money? Is it worth it? Is it a good idea? Or should you buy a new one? What are your options as far as buying them, and maybe what do you need to know about getting a used one? Well, in this video, that's what we're going to go ahead and talk about. There are a couple actually really important things that you do need to know before you go out and buy one. And I'm going to point out a couple things, and I'm going to show you how to actually find out what you need to know. So first off, let's take a look at Valentine's site. Right here, valentine1.com. And if you want to actually buy a V1 brand new from Valentine Research, you'll go and you'll see right here, they are $400. Now, let's say you want to get one maybe less. You want to go for a used one and spend less than that. Or, let's just kind of see what our options are. Well, the thing about Valentines are these detectors have been around for over 20 years now. They came out in the early 90s, which means, although externally they've had the same style case for many, many years, internally there's been lots of upgrades and changes over the years. It's kind of like a cell phone. You know how there's been tons and tons of updates? They don't update as fast as like iPhones and stuff, but there's definitely been a lot of updates and changes over the years. They've added features, they've made it better performing, they've added filters to help it deal with false alerts. There's a ton of stuff that's been added over the years. Now, when you go online, you may not necessarily know what version of the V1 you have, and this is the thing, not everybody knows that there's many, many different types of V1s, so not all V1s are created equal by any means. If you get an older one, it's going to give you worse performance, it's not going to be as quiet when it comes to false alerts. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff to consider, so you're going to want to go ahead and find out what's going on with this detector, and we'll go ahead and do that as well. You'll also notice if you go online, in addition to the used ones that are cheaper, there's also some brand new ones, and you can see they sold a ton of them, for more than full retail price. Again, remember, if you want to buy one brand new from the factory with full warranty and everything, they're $400. If you go look on eBay and everything, you'll see here's $470, another one $462, here's another one, $570, and they've sold 312 of them here on eBay. Why is that? Well, here's what's going on with the ones that sell over full retail price. When you go online to Valentine's site and you want to actually check out, they only ship to the United States and 3 provinces in Canada where radar detectors are legal, which is Alberta, British Columbia, and Saskatchewan. If you want it shipped somewhere else, internationally for example, Valentine will not sell you one. And so what people do is they'll go online, they'll buy a bunch of V1s, and they'll turn around and they'll make it available. And they'll just basically resell it at a profit. You'll see these are going to ship worldwide. So let's see. Yeah, we ship worldwide. They're sold over full retail, and that's why. It's because Valentine will not do it for you. So it's basically people doing that. So if you live internationally, you may need to do that and pay a little bit more than full retail to have somebody ship it to you internationally. So that's why you'll see these ones here that are selling for more than full retail price. You'll see the same thing on Amazon. It's basically people buying them, turning around, and reselling them. So if you're looking to get one, if you live in an area where V1 does sell them and you want to get one brand new, buy it straight from Valentine, not from some third-party person. Okay, cool. Now, what happens if you're looking at getting one used because you want to save some money? You don't want to pay, retail or over retail. You want to pay under. You want to get a used one and save a little cash. Okay, here's what you need to know about that. Because there's been so many changes and updates with the V1 over the years, you need to find out what version you have, and here's how to do that. Here is a Craigslist ad that I found for a V1. I just pulled one up that'll work good for this video. It'll work well. Here's one. It is $150, which sounds like an awesome deal. It's going to save you a couple $100 over buying one brand new, which sounds pretty awesome. On the bottom of every V1, you will see a serial number. This is very important. You'll see right here, it says if the serial number is defaced or missing, it could be stolen or whatever, Valentine will not service it. They won't repair it. You're kind of SOL. Now, in addition to that, checking for stolen and all that kind of stuff, this is also something really good that you can do with these V1s. The serial number right here you can actually use to find out what version of the V1 you have. So with this guy, let's take a look. 975-366-0486. Okay, so we're going to copy that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this serial number. We're going to head back over to Valentine's website, and you see this box right over here on the top right? Performance upgrades may be available. Enter your serial number. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to punch in the serial number, hit go. Okay, for a performance report on this guy, click here. We'll do that. And Valentine, they do actually upgrade the units. You can buy one, and every so often you can send it back for the latest and greatest updates. If you read here, they'll actually give you some information as far as, it says this version is not quite up to date with the V1 standard for KA, da-da-da-da-da. You can read all the information here. Basically, our latest stuff outperforms whatever. Basically, there's updates available. Let's go take a look at the proposed update plan for this specific V1. You'll take a look. There is a bunch of stuff that they would add. It's a new hardware upgrade. They'll help deal with a lot of the false alerts. ESP is really handy. This will allow you to connect with a cell phone to add a bunch of really useful functionality. There's a bunch of stuff that you can add that currently the V1 does not have available. This particular one. Now here's the kicker. Check out the update price. $289 plus shipping. Okay, so let's call it $300. If you were to go and buy this V1, it's $150 plus $300, so $150 plus $300, $450. Okay, that's what you're paying to take this unit, send it back in, and have it updated. $400, as opposed to just going to Valentine and buying one brand new for $400. So is it worth all the headache and hassle, and are you really getting a good deal if you're going out and buying a used one that really needs a lot of these updates? I mean, you could buy it and not update it, but you're really going to be missing out on quite a bit these days. It's, you're going to just, have it updated, get the newest version. It's a big deal. What you're going to want to look for is version 3.894 or newer. So 3.894, that right there. This basically means it's going to be 3.894 is when they added TMF2, or what they called their junk K-Fighter. It's really, really helpful. It's going to help deal with a lot of the false alerts that you'll get driving around. Without it, it's going to be really noisy. They added the feature TMF, the original version, in 3.891. 3.892, they added ESP, which is the Bluetooth connection that you're going to be able to pair it with your phone. That's really helpful. 3.894 is when they enabled their junk K-Fighter. It's when they added that in to help deal with a lot of the blind spot falses. So that's really going to help. 3.8945, the only difference is that feature is turned on by default. Whatever, no big deal. 3.894 or 3.8945. This is what you're going to want to look for. And you can either just go buy a relatively new used one, or just a brand new one. So typically the way to go with V1s is, because of all the update stuff and the cost of sending it in and all that, it typically actually makes more sense to just go and buy one brand new. Now, if you want to spend a little bit less than that, here is something you can do. See right here how it says there's a 30-day money-back guarantee? Okay, well, if you buy it and you decide, hey, it's not for me, I want to send it back, cool. Mail it back, you get your money back. Now, what do they do with those used V1s? Well, they'll turn around and they will sell these used trial V1s that people sent back at 10% off. So what you can do is you can buy it, instead of $400, 10% off, $40 would be $360. So instead of $400, you could buy one for $360. If you know for sure that this is the detector you want, you can do that. It's not listed on their website, and they don't post, when they have them or anything. It's just whenever they have them in, if they have them, you can buy them. The way you do that is you call their phone number right here, and you ask if they have any returned V1s. If they do, they can turn around and sell it to you at 10% off, $360, and you'll wind up saving $40 that way, which, not a bad idea considering the Bluetooth module is actually $50. So you can almost get it for free, which is kind of nice. The Android one, $50. The iPhone one, also $50. I've got a bunch of videos talking about the differences in the apps that are available and stuff. But anyways, as far as purchasing the V1 itself, $400 brand new. Typically the way to go. This is typically what I'd recommend. There's going to be no scratches, dings, dents, whatever. Everything's going to be working well, tuned from the factory. Not going to have to worry about updating it or anything like that. So this is typically the way to go. If you know that you want it, you're not going to be returning it or anything, you're going to go ahead and you can call them up, see if they have any returned units, and get one for $360. Save yourself 10%. Awesome. That's a way to save some cash. So I would recommend that actually over going out and getting a used one. You'll notice with some of these guys, like, I don't know, I haven't looked at this, but you go take a look, they may or may not include the serial number. Maybe it'll be some little pictures, this kind of stuff, whatever. So a couple pictures. Notice this guy does not show you the serial number. Oh, there we go. So see how somebody asked? That's important right there. Cool. So people are asking, and that's actually why. It's not necessarily to check if it's stolen. It's to check about the current version and see what the the upgrade costs are here on Valentine's website. So if you are looking to buy one, that's the stuff you need to know. That's why you're going to be seeing Valentines that are selling over full retail price. It's because of the fact that they don't ship, worldwide. So if you need one shipped worldwide, you may have to pay more. Maybe find a friend who lives in the States, buys one, and sends it off to you or whatever. That's typically what people wind up doing. If you want to get a brand new one, the way to go is to buy it from Valentine. Do not go on Amazon and buy it there. So there's that. And then what else? If you're looking to get a used one, do your research as far as the serial number. Look that up, punch it into Valentine's website, and see what your actual upgrade cost is, and do the math and see if it makes sense. If the price is pretty much like buying a new one, just get a new one. If you want to save 10%, call them up and see if they have any used ones. They may or may not at this time. It always varies depending on whatever they got in stock. So there you go. I hope that's been helpful. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask in the comment area below. Other than that, happy shopping, happy playing with your radar detectors, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.